General meetings remain one of the best avenues for managements and investors to rub mind on matters of importance in relation to company growth. Welcome to another edition of the Nigerian Investor. Last week, we talked about the AfriInvest online trading portal, AfriInvestor. Today, we want to talk about beyond the routine AGMs, recalibrating the nexus between directors and minority shareholders. Annual general meetings, AGM, remains an avenue through which most shareholders receive a stewardship account from appointed directors and management of quoted companies as required by CAMA and governance standards. According to CAMA 1990, every company shall in each year hold a general meeting and shall specify the meeting as an AGM in the notice, and not more than 15 months shall elapse between the date of one AGM and the next. Businesses transacted at AGMs shall be deemed special or ordinary businesses. Businesses such as dividend declaration, the presentation of the financial statements, and the report of the directors and auditors, the election of directors in the place of those retiring, the appointment and the fixing of the remuneration of auditors, and the appointment of the members of the audit committees fall under ordinary business, while any business outside this mentioned are special businesses. AGMs are not meant to be a form fair or a mere formality to comply with. The agenda for discussion should be reduced to comic relief or the debate as to which types of gift management we give to shareholders for attending general meetings. The development thus far has been one floating between the nebulous and the proper thus far. A cursory review of engagement covered by the Nigerian Investor, Share Support Service, and Web TV in 2013 and 2014 notes some improvement in the conduct of these meetings, while in most it has been more of routine outing, offering very little drama, pressure, or demand for accountability. In most, there are no rigorous discussions on what the numbers meant for stewardship, budget, and competitive activity, as there were little discussions on what the future holds, with hardly any discussion on the forecast and future outlook. In a related development, a regulated quoted entity in the financial service sector was involved in a major acquisition without recourse to the shareholders to approve sale, nor the raising of capital by equity or debt for sale, and no whimper was heard. Prior to this, a quoted entity took public an arm of its operation without any documented record of an AGM or EGM being held. Yet, all these were approved by the regulatory authorities, and there was but a little whimper from the shareholders. The market believes it is high time the conversation begins on why and how this crucial aspect of our corporate governance ethos is well appreciated by all parties. While the need for further awareness about the changing governance environment needs to be created, there are basic compliance issues that can be addressed immediately, and this forms the thrust for this week's edition that should hopefully sensitize the market as to how not to take shareholders, especially minority shareholders, for a ride. Let's hear from some market stakeholders on this issue.
You know, all those companies that you are seeing them coming to the capital market to raise any additional fund one way or the other. If you look at the annual report in their last 5 years, I'm using that as an example, because this issue has been raised over and over. We now discover that in most cases, these companies have already got the blank approval in the past. So the time they are coming, it used to be the prerogative of the board and the manager of such companies. Like most of this issue, like issue of Transcorp, let me take as number one thing. We had the unbundle a new company. It was formerly a subsidiary, Transcorp Hotel.
Yes.
Was formerly a subsidiary of the Transcorp PLC. Now becoming a new company, coming to write an IPO. Okay. Since he is a subsidiary of the Transcorp before, and they are now to come out on their own, you will discover that most of the things they are doing, if you look at it, they have already got the approval. It will not be stated in that form before. Okay. So they've got the empowered, they have to take any action that is in favor of the company. So most of this thing they have been doing, to me, they have not really done anything. It gives a kind of good corporate governance, or they have already, they have not come to the shareholders to get the approval. Yes, absolutely. It's one of the regulatory requirements that companies have to shareholders' approval before they can raise funds or do some major decisions, implement some major decisions, of the board. There are some exclusive areas that, those approvals must be sought, in a meeting of the, shareholders of such a company. But I think Transcorp, let me correct the impression. Transcorp had initially sought for that approval to come to the market.
Okay.
From few months ago. You understand?
Okay.
So I'm sure they are just only implementing. They just implemented it from weeks ago, and it came to, they concluded the last issue. But approval was sought, and I remember we gave that approval at the extraordinary meeting of of that company from 5-6 months ago. So that was but in terms of Main Street and Skybank, Skybank ultimately they also have to. I'm not aware of that they have got the approval of the shareholders, but if they have not, I'm sure very soon they will go for that meeting to seek for that approval. But even Skybank, I know from 2-3 months ago, I thought they are not, like containing such a proposal that they want to come to the market and raise more funds.
Okay.
You understand? But okay. I'm not aware whether they have already, such an approval was given. But I know even if it has not been given, they will still come to the shareholders and seek for approval. Because they know from fake stock exchange and other regulators in the CBN, they are going to seek, they must see that approval of the shareholders before they can allow them to go ahead with any, step in relation to that. You understand?
Yes. On development in the market, the following are upcoming AGMs in the market. Guinness Nigeria PLC on 13 November 2014. On corporate actions, Nexus Nigeria PLC declared the interim dividend of 10 naira with closure date set for 7 November 2014. While CAP PLC also recommended 150 kobo interim dividend with closure date set for 4 November 2014. On announcement, Multiverse announces joint venture with Uchang Metal Corporation Limited. Multiverse PLC notified the Nigerian Stock Exchange that the company has signed a joint venture agreement with its technical partner, Uchang Metal Corporation Limited of China, a leading lead and zinc mining company in China. The collaboration agreement involves the geological exploration, mining development, and production of lead and zinc ores, non-ferrous metal with worldwide market demand, in one of its mine property exploration license, EL 16879, in Abuni, Awe local government of Nasarawa State. Presco announces 3 billion proposed rights issue. Presco PLC announced that it has commenced the process to raise up to 3 billion by way of rights issue following shareholders' approval at the annual general meetings held on 22nd July 2014. The directors believe that the proposed rights issue presents an excellent opportunity for existing shareholders to increase their investment in the company, which has consistently recorded impressive results and also paid dividends to its shareholders over the years. On people and changes in board, Guinness appoints John Okefe as new managing director. Guinness Nigeria PLC has notified the Nigerian Stock Exchange that Mr. Seni Adetu will be stepping down as the company's managing director / chief executive officer in November 2014, after 2.5 years in that position. During his time in the role, he creatively led the business and successfully completed the expansion project and commenced a major transformation in the company's route to consumer. Prior to taking up this assignment, Mr. Adetu was the managing director of Guinness Ghana Breweries Limited and East African Breweries Limited, where he achieved great success. Having completed his assignment, he will report to Nick Blackegg, President, Diego Africa and Asia starting January 2015. Honeywell Flour Mills PLC has notified the Nigerian Stock Exchange of the appointment of Mr. Alan Palmer to the board of the company. Mr. Palmer has close to 40 years' experience in the fast-moving consumer goods space and brings on board a robust blend of knowledge of the local, regional, and international FMGC industry with a sound appreciation and application of leading practices across key value chain areas. Diamond Bank appoints Uzoma Dozie as new Group Managing Director / CEO. Diamond Bank PLC has notified the exchange of the appointment of Mr. Uzoma Dozie as its new Group Managing Director, following the voluntary retirement of the Group Managing Director Executive Officer, Dr. Alex Oti. Mr. Dozie's appointment is subject to the approval of Central Bank of Nigeria. The bank stated that Mr. Dozie's appointment was in recognition of his extensive managerial capability and in consonance with the bank's succession strategy and in recognition of Mr. Dozie's wealth of banking knowledge. Baja appoints Raj McTarnin, 2 others, as non-executive directors. Baja Paint Nigeria PLC has notified the exchange of the appointment of Mr. Raj McTarnin, Mr. Adekunle Olowo Konde, and Engineer Patrick Buriche as non-executive directors of the company, as approved by the Board of Directors. On product launch, as markets continue to witness innovations, S-Front Trader Limited plans to launch its trading terminal later in the market. The terminal is a multi-broker platform which brokerage houses uses to provide easy-to-use, efficient trading system to various clients who are yet to have an online trading portal. Let's hear from the MD of S-Front Trader Limited.
As for the benefits that the architecture will bring, the platform will bring, the platform can be divided into 2 structures. We have the architecture itself, which will not be visible to the clients or the stockbroking firms, and then we have the terminal itself, which is the front end that they will be seeing. I would like to describe first the key features on the terminal. The terminal is a multi-broker integrated terminal. What does that mean? It means that a lot of stockbroking firms can plug into our system and share the infrastructure. Automatically, that means you're also sharing cost. And that's what differentiates it from most of what you might see on the market right now. So, apart from that, on this platform, they'll be having access to more than 50 stock markets at the same time. Apart from that, if they already have, let's say, an OMS or a back office provider already, we can plug and play them into the system, meaning that you don't have to spend anything extra. Apart from that, we can also create third-party connection for them. That means they can create mobile apps that can be connected into our architecture. This architecture is divided into stages. You can have the trading data part section of it. You can have the market data section of it. It's actually pay as you use system. It's not a fixed system that you just have to pay. You just pay as you use. That means the number of clients you bring in, that's how we base our payments.
NSE becomes full member of World Federation of Exchanges. The Nigerian Stock Exchange has announced that it has received a unanimous vote for admission as full member in the World Federation of Exchanges, the trade association for the operators of regulated financial exchanges. The NSE was elected as a federation member during the 54th General Assembly and annual meeting of the WFE held in the capital city of Korea, Seoul, on 28 October 2014. The NSE is the 3rd African stock exchange to be granted full federation membership status. That's all we have for you on this edition of the Nigerian Investor. Until I come your way again next week, bye for now.